Greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we are all doing great today. I'm so glad to be here once again doing the kingdom business. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah Elohim, for you are the awesome, eternal Abba. Thank you, Ruach HaKodesh, for you are our eternal teacher and comforter. Thank you, King Yahushua HaMashiach, for you are our eternal Redeemer and brother. I love you. I love you. I love you, Abba. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah, for your mighty presence over here, for your mighty hand that rests upon your people, and also for your good plans and thoughts over your people. When you sent us to Babylon, you said you know the very, you know, thought you think towards us. You said a plans of good and not of evil, to give us above our imagination. Thank you, Abba. Thank you. I love you. All right, now, family, here we are once again, right in the heavily cut room of Abba Yehovah, with this powerful message tested for you and me. Origin of Igbos, Egypt and Babylon, mystery of Igbos' eastern region, and Baifa Kingdom exposed. So I'm going to be doing all my possible best to finish everything over here. But however, if I can't, the very leftover part, I will add it along with the one I will also do tomorrow. Yes, it is time to feed our spirits. Abayawa said, man shall not live by bread only, but by every single word that proceeded out of the mouth of Abba Yehovah. You see, as our physical body deserved natural food for growth and also for nourishment, in like manner, our spirit man deserved the pure word, undilutable word of Abba Yehovah for growth and also for nourishment. To Abba Yehovah be all glory. So let's do it together, family, like I always love to say. It's not by sensation or emotion or radiation burning, personal, no. But by the royal law subjective, we were not exposed. Who are evil? Who are they? Who are they? Revelation 12:9 make it so clear that the dragon, that old serpent, and the devil deceived the whole world. This is the very moment, of a time of great deception. Everything you thought you believed as a pure truth is a deception. Is a deception. That is the moment we are. Lies flies everywhere. Lies flies everywhere. So right now, like I said, not by emotion. The real law has so much to do with this. Let's get started. But even though lies flies everywhere, Messiah also gave us a criteria, okay, to fish them out. How? Matthew, best known as Matthew, chapter 7, 15 to 16. Beware of false prophets like Unamdi and his Baifa, which come to you in sheep's clothing. He said he want to bring in salvation. But inwardly they are ravening wolves. That is the end of it, their kingdom. 16. Ye shall know them by their what? Fruits, not by their industrious madness, not by their whatever smartness, drug, and this their useless Eastern partner, but by their fruits. Do men gather grapes? Okay, I'm going to be leaving that. By their fruits, you're going to be telling who they are. So I'll first of all put this, then I will play their video. Then we'll begin to, dig into these three components of Igbo. This is what made Igbo. Okay, their origin, their Eastern anointing, and their Baifa kingdom. The because maybe that is their anointing. That's what they want to use to bring their Biafra kingdom. You also see the sun over there because they said the sun, the star, and the moon rises from their paths. Should I do that one first? I think so before we begin to put in scriptures. Very, very, very important. And I begin to calculate the very moment or time I saw this video, because this video was done April, okay, this year. I think May or June, that is where I come in contact with this very video. Okay, the one I'll be playing. Now, this video, the very moment I saw it, I was so troubled. When I listened, I said, no, this is satanic, this is a spell. This is an enchanter. This my cast a spell, is cursing. In fact, I was so angry, I left the video. But afterwards, I came to my senses. I said, that man was satanic. He was highly demonized. What he say is releasing and dispatching demons, to be attacking every single Nigerian that refused to bow to them. I said I should have saved that video using their own words against them. But I didn't save that video. Okay? Only last week, again, I saw that video. I think maybe after 5 or 6 months now. Because I begin to calculate either May or June, that is what I come in contact. If so, May, it should be 6 months, or June should be 5 months. Okay? June, July, August, September, October, November. All right, now, if it is May, it should be 7 months. If it is June, then it should be 6 months. Last week over here, I just come in contact. I said, wow, this video come back again. Because I have so much to do with this video. It's highly demonized. It simply means legions of demons dispatched from the kingdom of darkness into Nigeria and into people's life to be watching for them. So before we proceed, by the fruit which you said, that's how you're going to recognize the evil. The lies is flying everywhere, but you can still tell. So from this dragonic mark voice, you can still tell this one. This one is not a believer. This one is just out there to be deceiving people with self, propaganda. Okay. Oh, internet shouldn't be misbehaving again. So it's good we use their words against them because this is what they are carrying, all of them. Excuse me, listen now.
Igbo people, it's just that we are hardworking and we are satisfied. But God is about to change Nigeria through the Igbos. Something is about to happen. Until Nigeria recognizes the Southeast, Nigeria does not have a future.
That's a spell, okay?
Every good thing.
That's a cause.
The sun rises in the east. The moon rises in the east. The stars rise in the east. The wise men that came to see Jesus, they came from the east.
Telling them what their ancient years was the year.
Nigeria,
you want to prosper, not to repent.
If you're watching this in the TV,
your repentance, just watch over the Igbos. Recognize them.
Southeast, Nigeria is going nowhere.
To be your key of success.
It is an anointing.
That's a spell. Nigeria is going nowhere.
It's an anointing.
That's a lie.
God has made the Igbo man naturally.
The new Nigeria is what we are fighting for, and we'll get it.
Put him in Sahara Desert, he will turn it into swimming pool.
Through the power of Jehovah.
It is just there. That's why there are landlords in the north, landlords in the west, landlords everywhere. And they came to their village again and became landlords. It is an anointing. Go anywhere in the world where the Igbo man is. He is shining. Go anywhere. Nigeria. The civil war is over. Until you recognize the eastern part of this country, you are going nowhere. Listen to me. Go to any
your
church
cross is living in your pillows and your testicles in your worst mighty name.
You will see Igbo people. Look at Anglican Church. Go to anywhere. You will see Igbo people.
So that is the next video I want to do now. The origin of Catholicism.
The Igbo man is the true nationalist.
So the every other one is fake.
He will come to the north, another man's land, and build. Because he believes that prosperity should be spread abroad. And you are living in the east. I prophesy to
your
you.
Prophecy kill you. Shut up. In the mighty name of Jehovah. Thunder strike him. All right now, so it's good. I'm gonna be replaying this video. Any point I want to pick from his dragonic message, I will always put it in my video. So right now, the point I want to pick, their Eastern whatever region, their Biafra kingdom, and their origin. So the next one will talk about the origin of Catholicism. The very one is speaking of sun worshipper and sun and the moon and the star. All right, now let us begin to put in the word of Abeyowa. It said by their fruit, you're going to be recognizing the wolves in sheep clothing. So if you're a normal psychological person, you're going to be saying, because in all these messages, just telling people what their ears wants to hear. Not the Bible say. Not that if you want to repent, you need prosperity, just as the Bible put it out. Seek it first, the kingdom of Yahweh. No, it's not talking about any of those things. Repent, give it all to Yahweh. No, it's not even after that your own, the key he gave unto you. Just look to them, recognize them. In fact, in other words, bow to them because they carry the anointing. In order for that anointing to spread unto you, you need to honor them. That's the area I want to look into the next video tomorrow. I have so much in this video. I have so much to do with this video. When I start doing live video, I'm coming right back to this video. I have it everywhere in my social media. All right now, so let's dig into the word of Abeyowa. This is the criteria Abeyowa gave unto the people of the book. Yeshayahu, best known as Isaiah chapter 8 verses 20, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So if you don't have light, you simply got darkness. And darkness is a deity, which is the very one he is propagating, is a deity. And light is also a deity, which is the very one I am propagating. King Yahushua HaMashiach is the light of the world. And he also said, I am also the light of the world. Okay? He said, any city built on top of a hill must be seen by all. That is Yahushua's light is fiery, reflecting, shining all over me. Okay? So if you don't have light, you simply got darkness. And darkness, it is a deity. So if you want to be real, as you listen to his voice, every single thing, only to almost 3 minutes, a lot of error. Every single utterances of this almost 3 minutes speech of this man is all deluded with legions of demons. It's filled with demons. He's a delusional. And he's trying to make you to fall into that category. Right now, he is not speaking according to the testimony of the royal law. So let's go to the testimony of the royal law. The royal law makes it so clear. He said today I said before you life and death, blessing and curses. If you obey, you get blessing, you get life. But if you disobey, it is curses. So right now, according to they said they are the true nationalists. That is a lie. Again, I want to see what Abeyowa has to say. That is the testimony of the royal law. Let's go there, family, together. All right now, Deborah, best known as Deuteronomy 28 verses 46. This is the testimony Abeyowa gave unto the people of the book. This is the very covenant we live in. I read, and there shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Now you can read all Deuteronomy. When you obeyed from verses 1 to 14, it's going to be a blessing. And he said it's going to be signs and wonders. It's going to be signed. Everybody that sees it, they're going to be recognized. This is the blessed one by Abeyowa. But if you disobey, if you see causes of disobedience, also check out 27 verses 11 way down to 26 is also causes everywhere. If you disobey, now these Igbo people don't live according to the testimony of the royal law. And the royal law make it so clear, since we disobey, it's going to scatter us in the four corners of the earth. He said you are going to Egypt the second time. Every one of us that come out from Christianity, this is our testimony. The Numbers, Deuteronomy 28, it is our DNA. According to that prophecy, we the people of the book, only Yahushua is going to elevate us. Only Yahushua is going to promote us. Only Yahushua is going to bless us. Not that we are coming out from it. We are blessed, but the signs of the blessing until Yahushua comes. So he is not speaking according to the testimony of the royal law. So let's see now Who are they? Since you fail to speak the very signs Abayewa gave unto us. Should I first of all put that before so that you understand what I'm saying? They said they are the people of the book. I have it over here. Maybe I won't be able to play or okay, not to play, just to put it because I screenshot their foolishness. This one said, Edo is Egypt. This woman that is teaching about, okay, let me put it. We're going to be ready. Look at it now. Did you see that? This is what he put. See? He said, he's even accusing us of being Egyptian and Yoruba also. He said the Igbo are the true Hebrew. Why do you want to be Igbo? To be Igbo when you are not Igbo. Igbo means Hebrew. Okay. We'll put another one. No, I'm not gonna be. This one is too long. I don't have time. This important one I just keep over there. Okay, this one is another madness of Igbo people. Okay, this is the one. I think I screenshot that one. All right. Yes, this is the actual one. Do you see? So this lady that is teaching, she's Benin woman, talking about we should, return back to the band of the covenant. This Igbo man, you see insult, even calling us devil. They said they are the only true nationalists. No, they said Igbos under attack. We have to be very careful because the devil has come down to us. It's time we forget about all these devils and go back to our to their father's way. Okay, now because this one is just preaching, let's return back to the royal law. We are the people of the book. This is how we've been scattered because of our disobedience. Because this guy now said she's the devil. For every other tribe to say they are the people of the book, Igbo people will be saying you are a devil. They say all 30 tribes are Igbo, no other part in this one. But that was what he was saying. They are the true nationalists. They are the owner of the earth. Until you look up unto them, you can't get blessed. So we are the fake. So right, I want to tell you where they came from. See another dragonic. Okay, this one is also Igbo. Where is it? Oh my God. Okay. You see what he said? He said, let me read it. Use Igbo language because, he said, use Igbo language, please, because it's heaven language. How dare you? Did you see that? He said because Igbo language is the heavenly language. This is their blasphemy, okay? This is how they are blaspheming. And the other one, I don't think I'll be putting that. We'll put that one in the other one so that we'll go into their place of origin. Now, if it goes to YouTube, we all share testimony how we came out from Christianity. It is through the call of or the awakening of the Holy Spirit. Because Abayewa said, I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. All flesh is speaking of over there. I will always like to clarify this particular part. It is all Yazrael, all people of the book. Not all every single one on earth. No, homosexuality, like all this pork, they are all they're going to put his wrath upon them. No, upon all Yazrael. Say all Yazrael will be saved. According to Romans 11, all Yazrael is going to be saved. Okay, all people of the book, they're going to be saved. So he's speaking of his own people. Okay, he said upon all Yazrael. Okay, now they're going to be doing my job. This is how we know who we are. When the Spirit is being released upon you, therefore you're going to be knowing who you are. And you will now return back to the band of the covenant. People from Ghana, Cameroon, Congo, Togo, go to YouTube. We all have this testimony. Igbo people is fighting every one of us. Calling every one of us names. There were two that came to me. When I now begin to, before I was also rejoicing, hey, Igbo people is also, oh, indeed, though, hey, we are the true people of the book. For Igbo people to be also there. I was rejoicing when I see that, my brother, Shalom. Then now, when I begin to see the way they were rebuking people, committee, and I said, who are they? Who are they? No, this is not a testimony of the royal law. Not at all. Before I now begin to look into their testimony, what are they saying about this awakening? Come and say nonsense. And I said, okay, then I begin to do message against them. That was 3 years ago. Two of them I run into my channel. They don't begin to talk. When I bombard them, They don't have what? They don't have the Bible say. Just as this pro just messed up his life, in like manner, they are also doing on YouTube. They don't have no words. He Even this one I just showed. And I say, but this is not the sign. Oh, Muleri. This is not the sign. You circumcise 8 days. No, that isn't the sign. The sign is the cause. He said the cause is going to be sign on you. And where we find that sign is in a door. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all a door. No. And our brothers in America, how a man is going to be doing shetro, he will fold your hand. A woman is going to be doing prostitution and be giving you money. Only in a door, carry that testimony. If you are real, you will say, yes, she's saying the truth. It is the sign. Joel 3 says so. They're going to be giving the source of the kingdom for a high lot. Isaiah 4:1 says so, that the sons of the kingdom, they're going to fold their hand, they will hold on, 7 women will hold on to them, and the 7 women will say, don't even do anything, sit down, we are the one to be doing everything for you, we'll provide for ourselves, our apparel, our food, you just give us, let us just be friendly you, or whatever. Igbo, you don't go through any of this, just shut up. Now, the origin of Igbo. So the one I cannot establish, I will just include it with the other ones. This is how the true people of the book is being deceived. Matthew 24:24. He said, when this dragon, this is what he's going to be doing. The first Messiah, Unadi, and all their stupidity. He said, when they begin to do all this, they're going to be deceiving the elect. He said, if it were possible. Just look at what he said, and they get people convinced. If they even got the whole world convinced. Okay, that they are the true people of the book. Jeremiah, listener, 74. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my hunger, and which shall burn forever. So the forever, when you die in your sin, the fire burn against you forever. It burn against you. He said, you're going to be discontinued. Do you know what that is? To lost your truth, your sanity is going to go. Your identity is stripped off. The real you, your character is gone. You can't remember. What is your heritage? It is the royal law. Romans chapter 9 verses 4. You're going to find it over there. The covenant, it belongs to the people. That's our heritage. Mark Sana, Exodus 19, that's where he gave it unto us. He said, the one I gave us, I'm going to take it back. So you're not going to remember anything of you. When you also read this Deuteronomy 28, you're also going to say, I'm going to strike you with madness, and you shall be mad in your own eyes. Have go to a madman on the street that lost his or her sanity, ask him and her, what is your name? He can't get it right. Igbo got everything right. Igbo circumcised 8 days. My father, that is my father professional, but he was doing it 7 days. You can't get it right. He's supposed to remember the names of the Bible. We don't remember anything. What do we remember? Stone and wood. You're going to be serving your stone and wood in Deuteronomy. You say slave. Igbo, you don't have it. That's how I came here, say slave. Anyway, you don't have those signs. You are not speaking according to the testimony of the royal law. So now where they come from? Let's put that. Now in Mark chapter 5, go and read it and go and see that madman that lost his sanity. That is how you discontinue from your heritage, from your reserve, from your heritage, from your reserve, from your true identity. He was not sleeping in the cave because he lost his sanity. How can you tell me you are a madman, you are under this sign, and here you still remember your name and you still remember your house? Just shut up. That's what we are saying. Now Shemo, best known as Exodus 12:38. This is their origin. And they are even saying that they came from Egypt. But you are not the truth, the people of the book. You've only been converted. And they don't want to stand in their lane. They are crossing boundary. And want to lord themselves over us. Listen, Scenario 38. And a mixed multitude went up also with them. Okay, when we left Egypt, we see many. Say mixed multitude. What is that? The job of the mixed multitude. Let's put that. Numbers chapter 11 verses 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, we also, who shall give us flesh to eat? You see, they lust after materialism. So it said the mixed multitude, what is their teaching? Is to lust after materialism, after prosperity. Like in nonsense what you're saying. Now, after they have seduced themselves, deluded, they will also bring that satanic teaching to the people of the book. Exactly what this Igbo man is doing. Is from Egypt, is not his origin is from Egypt. The Pharisees in a nutshell. That is the one we want to look into. This one, no more space. I just want to quickly put it. So we see that the mixed multitude, John 8:44. Yahushua said, "You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye would do." Is a liar and the father of all liars. Did you get that? So Igbo, you are the mixed multitude that came from Igbo, from Egypt, and you are also the multitude that came from Babylon. That is who you are. That is why you are not under the covenant. You don't return. You are speaking nonsense. So when we goes to Egypt the first time, we see mixed multitude came along with us. They even accept the royal law at Masana. Okay, but they all of them died in the wilderness. Always remember that their seed now came along with us, but every single one there died from 20 years died, okay, in the wilderness. But their children is still among us. Now, Adasa, the very one you call Esther, chapter 8, verses 17, I read, this is Babylon, and in every province and in every city, wheresoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Yahudims had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land, the people of Babylon, became what? Yahudim, for the fear of the Yahudim fell upon them. They're not convert right away. I want to become one with these people in order for this judgment not to befall me. They cannot get it. They are convert. Igbo is a convert. That is what they still remember. They ate the circumcision. That is why their son is so ridiculous. They will be talking about heta. They will be talking about menstruation. They will be talking about omulere esekere. They will be talking about names. Our name. What? They will say their name is always being devoted to chuku chuku chuku. And what about their those? I don't go by any of this. I go back according to the biblical sign. And I see that sign right away in Edo. Last year, because this year we're free. It's 400 years already. Last year we see Oba Yewana use Oba of Benin to declare freedom to sex slavery. No more sex slavery. Anybody that wants to go to abroad, you can't go by yourself. But for madam to transport you here for sex slavery, none of that. You now bring out the Sosusu Maye, he placed a cause. And since there, that one sees almost a year now. Immediately after that, 50 Americans, 50 persons from America test their DNA. All 50 DNA point them back to Benin origin. I also uploaded the video. Even some of the video I also did, some brother also commented and said, I'm my wife. They are African American. They also did their DNA. His wife was 35% Benin, Edo's land, while her husband was 60% Edo's land. Did you get that? I bet your wife is doing something powerfully revealing the true people of the book. I'm not saying only Edo. Ghana is there, Cameroon, Ethiopia, every part of the country in the whole world, even white people. Because white people came from Ephraim. Because Ephraim is a pancake or cake not turned. In the tribe of Ephraim, going to be seeing white people. True seed of the land. The Igbo people said, no way, none of that at all. He said they are only the person. Therefore, you must be the devil. So this is their origin. Babylon, they also converted. Let's go now when they return back from Babylon. All right, that was Babylon. We see the converts over there. So they became one of the tribe of Yahudah. Are they Yahudah? No, listen now. 2 Kings chapter 17, verses 24, where we were being removed for the Babylonian captive, the only time in history whereby a certain group of people lost their true identity is only this captivity after 70 AD. When we go to Egypt, we still remember home. When we go to Babylon, we still remember home. But this one we couldn't remember at all because it's over 2,000 years after 70 AD. This one takes long period of time because I bet you're going to be discontinued. This is how he disconnect us from the true identity. of who we are from our real name. Listen now, 2 Kings 17:24. And the king of Assyria brought men from where? Babylon, and from Kuta, and from Hav, and from Hamath, and from Shepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwell in the cities of Samaria thereof. Did you get that? These are also people from Babylon. The whole matter mixed together. This is where Igbo came from. This is the mystery of Igbo. This is how they penetrate the Holy Land. This is how they penetrate the book. And they don't keep to the covenant of the book. I'm going to prove that in another video. Only their I. It is their father's language. Now, second Ezra, that is where everyone returned back. Both the converts and the people of the book returned back to the Holy Land. Let's see. You can read all chapter 2, Ezra chapter 2, you can read it all 59 now. And this were they which went out from Temina, Tarash, I'm sorry if I couldn't pronounce it, okay, Kerub, Adan, and Emer. But they could not saw their father's house, and they and their seed, whether they were of Yazrael. When they came, they not begin to do registration to know the tribe you belong. They couldn't find these people. 62. And this sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, put from their priesthood. Do you know what Pharisees is called? Separate list. Put away. Oh no. Now you see these people. So when we came from Babylon, both the converts and the one we came to meet in the land, no, it was the converts. They couldn't search because they are not the origin, they are not the people of the book. You are just a convert. There's no way your name or your father's name, genealogy can be found. No. So therefore, they still remain among us. One thing that we are not allowed, you are not allowed to be praised. I'm still coming right back here. Igbo people, you are a devil. Very clear. Who is praised today? You are not allowed, but Igbo people said they are praised. Like this dragonic voice we heard, he called himself praised. They were not, they put them out of that office. You can handle every other one as a convert, but this holiest office don't come here. Now, only the true people of the book go there because you are polluted to that office. So they were not allowed. So they were the Pharisees. Pharisees simply mean separated people. Because they were being separate from the priesthood office. Don't go there. That is their father. In another video, I'm going to prove that one powerful. This is their origin, okay? Take note. And Yahushua is to confirm this message. This is the origin of Igbo. Number one, they don't lose their true identity, as the royal law testimony says. Number two, they are not under because they are the most richest tribe in Nigeria. In fact, it's because that the Hausa is eating all yes money. If we have to get that one out of the way, the Igbo people is the richest. Because I did my research, they say Hausa is the richest people in Nigeria, followed by Yoruba, and the Igbo is the third one. And some said no, some commenters said no. Igbo is the richest. Yoruba and Hausa, they are eating all yes money, but Igbo is not there. Everybody, almost about 70% of us said Igbo is the richest because they are not into governor, president or whatever. But they are billionaire. They are industrious, and that is not the sign of the people of the book at all. The sign of the people of the book say you're going to be under, and while your enemy is going to go above very high, and you're going to go very low. Igbo is on top. Igbo is on top in every single thing. What are you saying? This is the origin. That is the mystery I'm unveiling over here. So we still dig more. I quickly put this out. So right now, let us proceed into their East anointing. What a mess. And their Biafra kingdom. What a mess. Biafra kingdom doesn't exist. That is a fact, okay? It's not exist a distractor. Umnad is just a distractor, okay? You know, this is what their father was doing those days. When Yahushua said, go straight, they will say, no, go left. That is the job of their father, just to become a stumbling block. The only two kingdoms that exist, it is the kingdom of Islam, Sharia law, and our own. Abba you want to confirm Quran for 1,000 years, and Abba you want to confirm the new covenant for the people of the book eternal. That is the only two kingdom we have. We don't have any, extra or whatever. We don't have it. So is they are doing that to distract people of the book. They are even calling Benin to come and join them in their stupidity. We don't join you. We don't join them. Okay. So rather quickly, let's see into that. Now quickly, let me put this prophecy. Abayiwa said that we are going to Egypt the second time. That is Deuteronomy 28, verses 68. Now when we came from Egypt, Egyptians follow us. Now the Egyptians that follow us, they're Migo, Igbo from Egypt, Igbo from Babylon. So right now we are all there again in the land of Egypt. Egypt is Africa, okay? We are all there again. That's why they follow us. Then I bet you want to get all of them drowned in the Red Sea. That's where we finish all of them. And what is going to get all? What is the Red Sea now today? It is Sharia law. And who is Sharia law? It is Ishmael. And who is Ishmael? The son of Agar. And who is Agar? The daughters of Pharaoh. We return back again to Egypt. Egyptians, our slave master. That is where Abe was going to slew all of you. Going to slew all the Igbos over there. Because you are not under covenant. I go put your show, Igbo people. Me, I go disgrace you well. Hey, me, I go put your show. For una lie too much. Una to lie. I go put your show, Igbo people. Me, I go disgrace una well. Hey, me, I go put your show. For una lie too much. Una to lie. Listen now. The origin of their son. Quickly want to put that. So for their Biafra kingdom, we can include it with their father. They want to lord themselves over us, prince, their father. They are right, they are left Catholicism, the origin of Catholicism. The nonsense is said they build everywhere they go. Ezekiel chapter 8, 13 to 16. And he said unto me, should I be ready here? No, I will leave here for my points for the other one tomorrow. Let you go straight to the Aswan region. And he brought me, verses 16, And he brought me into the inner court of Yahweh's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Yahweh between the porch and the altar were about 5 and 20 men, that is 25 men, with their backs towards the temple of Yahweh and their face towards the what? East. This is their east, okay? And they worshipped the sun towards the east. So it says the sun is rising. This guy worship on Sunday. And they are sun worshipper. And it is the greatest abomination according to the list of abomination. So tomorrow we'll see the other list of abomination. Sunday is the greatest abomination of it all. He said, now give their face to the east, and then now worship the east. And this is what this guy is saying, until you recognize them, because the sun come from the east. Until you face them now in the east, you are not going to get your daily bread. You are not going to move on. You say you goes nowhere. That is stagnation. They will stamp you in one place. They will tie somebody in one place. They will just person in the spiritual prison. That is all he was. When Abayewana began to deal with me in that almost 3 minutes video, it was so satanic. The legions of demons there, it was so unspeakable that, in fact, when Abayewa brought me to what he actually made, everywhere we are dark. He said because it's horrible. The demon he dispatched and unleashed upon, especially the Edos. The people of the book in Edo, also in Lagos, also in Port Harcourt, also in Ghana, everywhere, in the four corners of the earth. That is assignment against us. But you'll be squashed by the fiery judgment of Abba Yahweh in Yahweh's mighty name. Here is Babylon, okay? This vision, we are from Babylon. Because we were also being carried away, they're now converted. They normally worship. So what is sun? The day of sun. That is what it simply means. It's what it is. That's what it is. Let's say the day of sun. In the east, Exodus chapter 12 in Egypt. Exodus chapter 10, 30 to 19, it simply means judgment. That is where locals came from, or cleanliness came from. Okay, you can read that. No room to read it. Okay, so let's put another east. All right now, Bereshit, Genesis 11:2. And it came to pass, as they were journeyed from where the east, that they found a place in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. What took place? They rebelled. They said there goes nowhere. Who taught them? Nimrod. Who taught them? Samoremos. Who is Samoremos? The mother of Nimrod. Who is Samoremos? Again, the wife of Nimrod. This is where they rebelled and said they want to build a tower for themselves to make name for ourselves. Exactly the dragonic voice we heard. That until you recognize there is not until you recognize heaven, not until you repent, not until you become a true believer, blessing come from nowhere. Not so. He said until you recognize the east, you recognize the Tower of Babel, you recognize disobedient, you recognize the sun gazer, because sun came from Babylon. Nimrod was the one who instituted sun and confirmed by Catholicism. I'm going to be putting all those ones tomorrow. Okay? They worship sun. And the land of Shinar, when you also goes to Zechariah chapter 5, you're also going to be seeing over there that the basket, Easter basket is also found there. Okay? That the goddess they worship, they call Easter. It's simply called, what is her name? Ishtar, goddess of fertility. Who is Ishtar? Samoremos. Who is Samoremos? The mother and the wife of Nimrod, abominations of the earth. This is what he is saying, telling you to look up unto. Look up to the holy deity. What is Sunday? Sunday again simply means first day of the week. So, no rest. So, it simply means working time. So, it is the day the holy deity fell from glory. That marks the beginning of time. Abayawa don't live in time. He don't live in season. He live in eternal. But right from the very moment this holy deity fell from glory, that marks the beginning of time. Sunday is the first day of the week. And this is what this bastard is telling you to look up unto. Whereby Yahushua said, or rather, Abayawa said in Genesis 19, run for your life, don't look back. Keep running until you enter the land of safety. Igbo people say you should look back to Babylon. Igbo people say you should look back to what is the Sodom and Gomorrah? Again, Sodom and Gomorrah is also in the land of East. It's also in the land of East. Rebelliousness. This is what comes from East. Sun gazer and sun worshipper. Now, when it goes to Revelation 6, you're going to see Nimrod is coming back. We also did that in another day. Okay. Now, what is Babel? Babel simply means confusion. That is why Abayawa raised confusion upon them to stop nonsense. Now, when Abayawa scattered them over here in Genesis 11, okay, so it scattered them. So when every one of them were leaving, they go with every one of them go with the pieces of Nimrod, with teachings of Nimrod. This is where everything begins. That is why the second one is being called Mystery Babylon. The first one was pure paganism, but the second one now come like a religion coded. This is what they are doing, the sun worshipper. But this is what they said you should look up to. This is what is in their east. This is their own east. All right, now we're also done with this. Now about the kingdom. Let me quickly put out the verses. Revelation 12:5. You're going to see that the dragon have 7 heads, but only one left. Revelation 31, we also see the beast have 7 heads, only one left, okay? And the only one that is left is Sharia law. It's Islam. Islam is the last kingdom of the beast, of the dragon. Islam is the last head. That was why they say Muhammad is the last prophet. Quran is the last revelation. That is correct. And that is the kingdom we recognize. When you also go to Galatians chapter 4, verses 22 to 31, you're going to be seeing it over there that Abayawa has only 2 covenants. Ishmael and Isaac. Okay, the Quran and the Bible. That's all. There's nothing like Igbo Braifa. In a nutshell, what Igbo is also doing is again another stubborn blocker to take your attention from your preparation, to take your attention from building your art, to take your attention to doing the right thing, looking up unto Yahushua, unto their stupidity of Baifa. And Baifa don't exist at all. What Igbo is also doing, they are doing that in order for judgment of Sharia law to cut up with you. Because you're going to be so disappointed because there's nothing like Baifa. No. The only kingdom that is coming is 2 kingdoms. This is the kingdom, Ezekiel kingdom. You can read Ezekiel chapter 40, to 47. This is the kingdom of Yahushua HaMashiach for 1,000 reign. And this is the other kingdom, Quran. Did you get that? This is the kingdom we know, not third party. So what they are doing is simply distraction. They are just a distractor to distract you, not to focus on the right thing. And that is the deed and the job of their father. That is why our forefather first of all missed the visitation of our Messiah the first time. Now it's about to come the second time. They also start the works of their father because he said the lust of your father. That is what you're going to be doing. They are doing it again, taking your eyes to Biafra, whereby when they first of all brings about this madness in the 1967, only 3 years, almost all of them were gone. Almost 3 million Igbo were slaughtered. You couldn't succeed. When I see them handing over power to the Nigerian armies, I begin to laugh at them. They now submit when the war was so severe, so broadly. They drop down the weapon because you can't do that. Put your head under the governmentship of Nigeria. Remain there. You goes nowhere until Islam come. So quickly, let me put the scripture. So Biafra is a distraction. It's a bottomless pit. It's not existing. Now, when it goes to Ezekiel, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Daniel 11, 40 to 43. You're going to see it is Sharia law. Only 3 party cannot come. That is where Yahushua is going to be ruling. Only 3. It's called the cloud. It can also be called the city of refuge. It can also be called, where is the other part? Oh, yeah, city of refuge. The cloud. It has so many names. Okay, where Yahushua is going to, the ark of Noah. Yes, where Yahushua is going to keep us in this earth. When Sharia law is going through a double-edged sword in the 4 corners of the earth, Abba Yahweh is going to bring about that. So not Biafra. So rather Biafra is Sharia law, if that is the case. Now, you can also see this in Exodus chapter 10, 21 to 23. There, in the land of Goshen, in Egypt, when darkness came upon the whole land for a whole 3 days, but where we were living in Goshen, there was light. That is the cloud. Okay. Ezekiel 47, yes, I think I'm going to be dropping that. And the sign is in Luke chapter 17, 26 to 30. We'll also deal with this one tomorrow. Okay, that is the sign. Sign is like the days of Noah and like the days of Lot. Now, Revelation 9, go and see that kingdom that is horrible. Revelation 6 and Revelation 9 is the kingdom of Sharia law. Is horrible. That is the only one Abayewa approved. All this nonsense of Islam, of Biafra, it doesn't exist. It's just a distraction. Okay, so we'll deal with the part I couldn't rate. I just call it out. I will include it with the cartoon.